Midcap Index is doing extremely well. Let's talk about one of the debutants the recent debutants, MobiKwik, which saw stellar listing, has corrected nearly 50% this year. So how has life been for them post-listing? How does the company plan to grow ahead? Discuss all that and more as Shireen Bhan caught up with the company's co-founder, ED and CFO, the entire top brass, so to say. Upasana Taku, who's the founder and the head of the company, MD and CEO Bipin Preet Singh. Let's listen into excerpts of that exclusive conversation as we take your leave on Midcap Radar.
I want to start by talking to you about 18th of December 2024, because that really has been in many ways that milestone moment that you've both been working towards and waiting for. And I want to link this to your comments that was made on one of our programs, Upasana, where there was a sense of frustration, a sense of anxiety, but also a sense of excitement कि भाई ये IPO हो क्यों नहीं रहा है, right? That was a comment that you made saying everybody is getting cleared but not us.
Right. So I think, what they say, that things that you work really, really hard for, finally when you achieve them, I think the sweetness of that victory is amazing. And I think that, kudos to all the tech entrepreneurs in India who have gone public recently, also in 2024. But I would say that the journey for us was, I think, far more tumultuous, far more arduous for various reasons. I think some people have also said that whatever can go wrong has gone wrong from a climate and environment perspective. So I think it was a not so great year for fitness, more listed in India. And I think many things happened during the year, also ups and downs in the market. So it was therefore a harder sort of journey for us. And people are talking about it because 1 year we filed our DRHP in January and we completed the IPO in December. But I want to tell you that we were working on the IPO from 21.
Yeah, I know.
We had also attempted once in 21.
Absolutely.
And we had some bad luck, even though everything that we had done was perfect with Solution.
How's life changed for you? And I'll ask you this in the context of the fact that you had a great listing. From the peak that you touched in December of over 600 rupees, it's down 50%, but the markets have also corrected quite significantly. Does that now put pressure on you? You've had a difficult quarter, with the losses widening quite significantly. Has that changed the way that you think about the business?
Not really. If you see, one of the first things I did when I knew for certain that we are getting listed is I talked to one of the very well-respected entrepreneurs based in Silicon Valley. He's also an Indian founder. And I asked him, how has your psychology changed since your company got listed? And one thing he advised me, and he said, one thing you follow every day, don't look at the stock price. And so what he meant is, and what I understood is, see, these markets and even I would say BFSI sector, macros, what's happening in US, these are beyond our control. So I cannot control all of it. What I can only control and we can control is our business. And that business has scaled to a level where we achieved certain numbers. Last year we became profitable. And by the way, we did it since 21 was the last fundraise. We did it without raising any additional funds. And we got to almost 890 crores of revenue and some 30-40 crores of EBITDA. So we know we can do it. We know how to build a scaled and profitable fintech company. So full stop. We know how to do it. And we have done it. But does it mean that the macros will always be the same? Does it mean that things will not change or you will not have 1 or 2 quarters up and down? The answer is no. And I think we are very, very bullish on MobiKwik, on what we can build and what we are building today. Because just I was discussing before our conversation, is that the opportunity of digitization in finance, what have we done and achieved in India? It is nothing. It is not even single-digit percentage. Whether you talk about UPI, whether you talk about wallets, whether you talk about stock market investing, whether you talk about digital lending, it's all in single-digit percentage penetration. Whether you talk about insurance. So all we have to do is keep building it, but keep building it the way we have done in the past, which is keep costs under control,
Right.
be efficient, and now, like we were discussing, now with AI in the mix,
Yeah.
you can be super efficient in terms of how you build your business. So I think the platform and the foundation is there. I see the IPO. Many people think IPO is like the culmination of something.
No, it's this actually could potentially be the start of a whole new chapter.
We didn't sell a single share in the IPO. Neither did any one of our shareholders. That tells you about what they think about the future of MobiKwik. I will not comment on things like what the valuation is or what the valuation was or what the stock price is today. But these are the people who have seen us perform over so many years, overcome challenges and demonstrate resilience to getting us here. So now, we have 500 crore plus that we've raised in the IPO, which is in the bank, which we didn't have. So I would like to think the future is bright, and we keep building.
I want to really address this issue and get both of you to talk about this, because people don't understand what it actually takes to not just build a business, but to cross the kind of milestones that you've been able to cross, to go through the kind of challenges that you've been able to go through in a regulated sector, in a sector where you are not just dealing with the government, but you're dealing with the Reserve Bank of India. And anything that the regulator can do can, in fact, cause an existential issue for people like you. And I don't think people realize that. And, I had an interesting conversation with the Kamath brothers at Zerodha, and they were talking about the same thing. They said, with one stroke of a pen, the regulator can shut you down, essentially. How has that been for the two of you to kind of deal with?
Oh, it's been crazy. And I had mentioned this to some of the relevant people here when I was attending a meet related to fintech industry growth prospects in Delhi a few weeks back, is that, when you're sitting here in Delhi or Bombay and we are passing regulations and or taking action, we think positive and negative, we don't realize that the people who look at companies like us, whether it is private or public, how they think about these decisions and what they understand and comprehend, because it becomes like a pretty big black box where the clear conclusion for a lot of people is maybe the regulators and the government don't want fintech.
Which they've clarified, to try and send out the message that no, that's not the case, that we do want to support and encourage.
The actions that take place actually point to the contrary, right, for many of them. And then it's hard to justify that actions are against certain entities only, and it's not against a particular sector.